Alright. Let me finish roaming around here and finding things to stock up on. Got the Earth Mail already. It is an upgrade, but it's not much an upgrade, and like... Look how little of a defense boost we get compared to how much speed we got from these. I think I can avoid not picking them up a tiny bit longer. We do finally got an upgrade for our bracelet, though. I'll hold on to the camp bracelet because, like, curing poison on a fly is good for a pinch, I suppose. Let's just put this mail cap on literally everyone. Well, maybe I shouldn't have done it for Isaac, but too late now is not a bad thing, at least. If I can afford it, of course I want this on everyone. Yeah, I'll take that. And why not? Wait, didn't I just buy a silver circuit for her? Oh well. Wait, where's the weapons shop? Oh, I literally passed it because I was worried I'd spend all my money on weapons. No, it's the items I was worried about spending all my money on. Any new artifacts here? That's what I just sold. No, I did stop here first. You just had nothing worth my time. That's all. Because now I have no need to fear about stocking up on these. Having all those nuts really helped me out in that last battle, so I should not hesitate to buy them more often. Can I really buy a full inventory of nuts? I don't think I'll need that many. Yeah, this is why I wanted to make sure synergy items were sellable and rebuyable. Because even with that, like, inventory can still get a bit cluttered. Not helped by the new items I introduced, I'll admit, but it's kind of always been a problem with Golden Sun, even if it's more vanilla form. Alright, don't need this. We should be getting good ways to steal synergy soon. Yeah, like when an entire third of your inventory slots can be taken up by equipment alone, then it kind of gets to be a problem. Oh, that's right, I gotta restock up on Hermes water. I completely forgot that I actually used it. And actually, before I go onwards in Kalay, I just realized this might also be a good time. Well, there's so much I need to do. Like, I can explore now I have reveal. I can just like get a free Nerari's tier to replace the one I used in that boss fight. So it's like nothing was ever lost. I forgot that I need to actually prepare the camper's bracelet before I can use it again. We're at the point where we can start backtracking to older towns. Honestly, I kind of wonder with introducing fast travel, if I could just get those 2 Djinnis tied to backtracking without even completing the desert. I definitely didn't design it that way, but I never bothered to check. I never checked to see what point the game's like, okay, we're gonna rebuild the bridge to Kalay, and we're gonna open up all this new stuff for you. Like, actually the 1 Djinni you definitely could get right out. Actually, the 2 Djinnis are tied behind synergy that we already have, so, okay, maybe, like, the fact that this game wasn't designed with fast travel in mind kinda would make the fact of introducing fast travel a little broken. Ugh. I believe there, and if other people want to go a little out of order, I'm not gonna stop them. I feel like I'm missing a Djinni. you know what it is? We get a Djinn right here in town. I almost forgot. No, why don't I just pick that up now before I forget? Didn't even have to do any sort of fancy puzzle. I was thinking that I had to at least free some stuff and make sure I didn't like, accidentally like walk out of the map or anything. But I guess I'm thinking of a dungeon a little later. So there's Fatigue, another new Djinn. Strike foes and lower resistance. And with that, we have Poltergeist on more party members. Which is nice, like this is early enough in the game where I might actually use Poltergeist. Wait, I did turn Avoid back off, right? I did not. I was thinking, wait, can't monsters show up here? God, it's way too easy to remember that they don't have Avoid on. Which is bad, because it's again, it can get pretty buggy if you save the game without turning Avoid back off. I wish there's more I could do, but that's the problem with like using code that I didn't make to implement a feature. And you know what, like this won't really mean anything because we can't talk to NPCs, but we could like scourge around the place and check for items or that. As I was saying, we could just spam reveal a little tiny bit and see if there's anything good in here. Now that I think about it, there is actually something very good here. I can't believe I almost forgot about it. We finally got our second Djinn charm of an element. Something that you really don't normally... something that we probably won't get with the other party members until very late in the game. For reasons I'll explain a little later. Now, Djinn charms stack this ring like I explained, so you can only have one of them equipped at a time. So there's a little bit of an element in deciding which one is useful or not. But yeah, you read that correctly. Kite. If you are a Golden Sun fan, you know what that does. And you might be pondering, that sounds a little broke. That sounds very broken to have as a synergy and not a Djinn. Oh, I forgot this is where I start dumping in the lore. This is where I start dumping my lore that kind of ties the new features of Dawn of Djinn to the lore of Golden Sun. Djinn mimic mysteries. These monsters appear shortly after the eruption of Mount Elf. But what are they? Where do they come from? Perhaps in a place of great power lies the answers. Maybe someday we'll find this place of great power. Considering like this is a mod of Golden Sun that doesn't have any new area, that might be obvious already where that area of great power is, but still. Djinn mimic combats. As beings of pure elemental power, Djinns have attracted monsters as well. They trap any Djinn they come across. Defeat them, and you'll obtain the power of the Djinns they've captured. Initially, when making Dawn of Djinn, those Djinn mimics would be your only place to actually get Djinn charms. And when I released the first initial trailer of Dawn of Djinn, people seemed to like the Djinn charms so much, I decided to add them. It was originally going to be just one Djinn of every element, but after that trailer, and seeing how much people liked it, I decided to add multiple Djinn charms of each element, and make sure that you came across them much earlier on in the adventure. So nothing in there. I think that's all the new quote-unquote lore that we're gonna get today. Like, technically, Dawn of Djinn is an AU, or it's like an alternate universe of the actual Golden Sun games. If we really want to make up canon for a Golden Sun mod, that's how it would fit in the timeline. If we're gonna take things that seriously, just there in case anyone does. Okay, we're live. So I was saying as I was setting up that, yeah, it's gonna go until the next time we ran into something like that, and we ran into something like that. I am tempted to like try to pick up everything before ending the stream, but that could take a little while, and we're almost at 2 hours. Anyways, I do want to like go a tiny bit longer though. I just have no idea what I can do to fill this area in each amount of time frame. So we can't do anything there. I can foreshadow things. I can get this cutscene out of the way so we don't have to, we can just get right into the action when we're actually ready to take on this area proper. Hi friend! I'm looking very forward to having you, if I'm remembering correctly. You might not actually be the Ginny that I'm thinking of, but I am looking forward to meeting you. You know, no, I'm not going to pick up the boat ticket, I'll just take up inventory. I decided what I'm going to do. Because with fast travel, we're never going to have to actually go to this place proper. I figure I'd at least show off the enemies that show up here before ending off the stream, and that will make the perfect point to end off the stream. Also, just can't wait until we get our next Ginny, just so we can actually start having 5 Ginny slots, and I can start messing around with the Jack Adept class without giving up Wish. Well, I thought I could at least go a little bit before the shortcut showed up, but no. Let me see if we can get into one random encounter. Maybe just remind me to come back here, because there are items we can pick up, and with fast travel you never actually have to go here normally. Even if you do miss something along the way. Though, you kinda might, I think you might be in trouble if you don't go here normally. Or was I saying... I think if you come here at normal time, or... What? Oh yeah, what I'm trying to say, if you skip Ginnies, even if they're optional, you're probably screwed, because Dawn of Djinn's difficulty is made under the assumption that you're collecting the Ginnies as you can normally obtain them. So, Golden Sun can already get kinda hard if you miss out on Ginnies. And with Dawn of Djinn, it's gonna hurt even more so. Now, did I pick up the item from here while we're in the area? Because you may have noticed that I skipped Vault Cave. I don't like Vault Cave. It's just a thing in vanilla I never really cared for. Yeah, let's boost up Ivan. He's gonna be our wisher. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to... Before I forgot to restock on Hermes Water. Just got distracted by so many things in such a short time frame. You know what? It's not even a bad dungeon. It's just way more... It's just way longer and more complicated than it has any right to be for an optional dungeon to just get one Ginny. I hate even calling it a dungeon. It's just that unremarkable. So, you know what, it's a bit of a haul, so while I'm feeling up to it, so I can at least go, yay, I streamed for 2 hours, despite everything being against me. Let's march our way and park our butts right in front of the Veil Cave proper. And then we'll end things off. I even know who we're gonna raid, assuming that they're still streaming at this point. forget how late they're going, but like 10 o'clock might be the latest that they go. Here we are. And actually, is there anything actually in that veil? I was forgetting about Crane's Cottage has anything. That was so worth the backtrack for. It's kind of fun, like, there's a lot of things I knew even before the internet with Goings On, with just how great it's been. But the whole concept of using reveal to actually see where hidden items was something I actually picked up secondhand. Which I just find really neat whenever I learn something new about Golden Sun, despite all the time I put into it.